Hello, ho. Is it Gangplank you're looking for? Is it the Gangplank Chronicles you're looking for? Well, guess what, friend of mine? You have found it. Good job. I'm impressed by your, what is it? It's your private detective skills, that's right, because guess what? A normal individual might not have been able to find this series. Indeed, it is underground. Specifically, not underground, in fact. In fact, I was recalling at a very aggressive location, and for that reason I have fallen to the Skarner, which is not good. A Skarner getting a head is a scary proposition, but a Skarner getting two heads is one head too many. One head too many. 3 to do something, and 4 to go. Boom, 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 boom. Hey guys, this is a video, and you're watching it with a capital Q, capital W, and a lowercase Ajin. And that's fine, you know. That's fine. Listen, I'm trying to Hugh Garen here, and sort of get farmed off of klepto procs. But there's a problem with this situation. I don't do damage. Yeah. Not yet, I should clarify. I don't do damage to Garen. He has some armor, and I just don't have the I've got like a Triforce, but it's not enough yet. But Rengar comes, and oh boy, our double AD allied forces have struck him down. The enemy has fallen to the both of us. For this reason, we can push forward in the top lane and take their tower. We have already pushed forward in the bottom lane and taken their tower. We are currently trading the Drake for middle tower. But does the trade work out? Kind of. A team fight starts in mid. By the way, should I be in mid lane right now? I feel like I'm sort of putting a little bit of pressure down on Garen, but you know, we're kind of just splitting farm. And I feel like that's really good. But maybe it's not the right strategy. It should be clear that Gangplank splitting farm with Garen is good for the Gangplank. I think that much is clear. I think we could all collectively agree on that. But should I be doing that instead of being in mid lane? You know? Because if Garen's getting some farm, that's fine. A farmed Garen is fine. I'm eventually just gonna do the dirty either way. But if I can impact the map and put my teammates ahead, maybe that's more valuable than just splitting farm with Garen and naturally, easily getting ahead on my own. Again, though, alluding back to last video, it is a high-risk situation to group with the teammate when the fight is just maybe not there. Because if the fight doesn't happen, if you can't force a fight with a numbers advantage, then you're just wasting time. And in that case, Garen's just getting golden experience up on me. And in that case, it's not exactly a problem. You know, when is Garen a problem? Hey, let's be real. But what it is it slows me down. And it shivers me timbers. You'll notice I got close to stealing that blue buff. Yeah, that's right. I call that editing. Yeah, beautiful editing, just really telling a story. That's the whole point of these videos. I'm not sure if you know this, but the core of how I edit is that I want to tell the story of the game. So I look at the gameplay and I say to myself, what helps tell the story of what happened? And most of the time, it's securing objectives, you know? It's a little bit of literary, like a personal style, where I put in clearing giant minion waves, just because to me that's one of the most beautiful things in the world. Oh, my heart, child. Oh, my heart, child. Oh, you're doing me good, child. Oh, you're clearing a big minion wave, child. Oh, it brings me back. Oh, bring me back to the good old days before we had internet and we had to eat everything with scones because silverware was not yet invented. Oh, child. Scones because silverware was... What? What are you talking about? What do you mean, what am I talking about? It makes complete sense to me. Ha ha! You gotta work on your laugh, dude. What do you mean? I gotta work on my laugh. You don't like this laugh? Ha ha! No, I'm just saying it's like strange. It kind of puts me out of my element. You know what I mean? Puts you out of your element? Maybe you should buy a mercury scimitar. Ha ha! You mean a mercurial scimitar? Well, you know what? If you're gonna make a joke, might as well get it right. Yeah. For example, put this for an element. I hope this is an element. I'm going to try it anyway. Here we go. When I get a kill in League of Legends, I earn that kill, right? I earn that kill. Iron, right? I'm hoping iron is an element. If it's not an element, then this whole phase is a massive charade. For example, of a charade, I'm getting solo killed by Maokai in lane. What has gone so horribly, horribly wrong in existence for this event to happen? I don't know. Actually, nothing has gone so horribly wrong. I do know. Allow me to explain. Nothing has gone wrong. It just so happens that I'm in a learning stage. Yes, indeed. I've not laned against a Maokai, and for that reason, I am learning how to deal with him. How to lane against the man, the myth, the legume, the bean himself, Maokai. And indeed, he tries to teleport to safety, but alas, it is not enough! But it could be one day, you know? Listen, that's all it is about. That's all it is about? What? You want to learn how to say a sentence, Dakota? For once in existence? Well, I guess that's an okay idea. I could try it one day. But that day ain't today. Let me tell you that much. That day is not today. And if you think it is, then think again. And if you smell bad, then stink again. And if you place a ward, then shrink again, right? Like a trinket, okay? And if you, let's see, what's another good word here? Shrink, stink, think. And if you mix red and white, then pink again. Let's see, okay, pink. Dink. And if you get a headshot, then dink again. Let's see, dink. Sink, sink, sink. And if you... And if you slowly float down under the surface of the water and then hit the bottom of the ocean, then sink again. Okay, I'm kind of stretching it here, but that's what that's what this is all about. It's an exploration of human imagination. Okay, work with me here. Okay, so sink and sink and. and if you're embarrassed to admit your personal preferences, then kink again, right? Oh, I should have done, that's one for the Dakota Meatballs After Hours channel. For this channel, I should do, and if you get your hose in a knot, and it like inhibits the water from going through, then kink again. Okay, H-I-G-K-L, link. Link, okay. And if you connect together two bits of chain, then link again. Link. Oink. Can I do oink? I'm just going through the alphabet and putting I-N-K after it. And that's just O-I-N-K. You know what? Why can't I do it? Of course I could do it. I'm the guy making the commentary. Haha! A realization that'll trump the ages, whatever that means. And if you're a pig, then oink again. It doesn't really rhyme, though, perfectly, you know? Oh well, that's life. Is that all of them? How I ran out of words? P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, then wink. Oh. And if you flirtatiously close one eye rapidly and then open it while looking at someone that you're, you know, maybe sort of interested in, or like you have like an ongoing unspoken secret between the two of you that you're communicating with them with, then wink again. That's got to be the last one, right? Yink, 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 zink. Oh, then zinc. It sounds like a word, even though it's not spelled exactly the same. Then zinc again. Here's how we can go for full circle, guys. And if you are an element, then zinc again. Hey everybody, welcome to the Dakota Meatballs Show. Yes, we have fun around here. I keep trying to steal blue buffs, and it's just not working. It's just not working. But one day I hope that it will work. That day's not today. Again, listen. All these days that I'm waiting for, they're just not today. There's some other day. Do not worry, do not fear, that day will get here. It's just not today. It's just not today. It's just not today. Say it. It's just not today. It's just not today. It's just not today. It's just not today. We're working on an album here. I'm sure you know this, but if you don't, we're working on an album release here on the Dakota Meatballs YouTube channel. That's right, you've guessed it. That's right. This channel is an experience. And indeed, it is an extraordinaire. Great job. You're really keeping up with the times, little Jimathan. Freaking little Jimathan, dude. Always keeping up with the times. You know what, little Jimathan? That's what I like about you, you know what I'm saying? Like, little Jimathan, you really keep me going in times of trouble. You know? Yeah, get it. Like, times of trouble, something for me. Let it pee. Right? Like, if you gotta go to the bathroom, yeah, and then blah, 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 blah. Let it pee. See what I'm getting at there, dude? It's all making sense. It's all coming together. Another defeat. And it's really aggravating my soul. In this game, Gangplank was banned, so I'm playing Alawi. But that's okay. I'm still considering it the Gangplank Chronicles. These Chronicles series, they don't mean that I only play that champion. They just mean that I main that champion, and that interest in maining the champion stems from a general interest in the champion itself, him or herself, however you want to do that. And what I strive to do is just main the champion. That's it. Just main the champion, not one-trick the champion. I just want to main the champion because I think that's one of the best ways to learn the champion. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you play Alawi for 20 games in a row, you're going to be so much better at Alawi than if you play 10 different champions through 100 games, and 20 of those games happen to be on Alawi. Why are you going to be better? Because you're condensing your practice. You know? You're able to remember, you're able to recall information from your previous games more accurately, and you're able to recall these things that you've learned from previous games, these Alawi mechanics, this Alawi champion knowledge that you've been picking up in the previous 1, 2, 3, 4, 18, 19 games, and you're able to apply that immediately to the next game. And that helps you learn. That helps you learn faster. And that's why it's more useful, I'm guessing, just making this all off the top of the dome. I don't actually know if any studies have been done in the arena, but you know what? That's cool. This is my working hypothesis, is what we'll call it. Because really, I don't know the science behind it. What do I know the science behind? I know the science behind losing a 2 versus 1. You know? I know the science behind eventually dying to a Vel'Koz. Or wait, I'm getting away. Boom! Dodging the CC. Well, don't matter. Because he had ult. I guess he just didn't really want to use it. Which is fine. The chase down is more in my favor, though. Because then he has to spend time getting back to wherever it is that he has to make a play. Whereas if he didn't chase me down, if he just ulted right off the bat, then he's already at where he is to make the next play while I'm dead. So, you know, he loses 10 seconds right there. Again, working hypothesis. Do I actually know League of Legends? Am I experienced at League of Legends? Well, I started this channel less than a year ago. Okay. My first League of Legends video on this channel, I was level 1, I think, if I'm recalling correctly. I don't think I made a video where I was sort of waxing poetic about what name to choose. Though I do like doing that, you know what I'm saying? You may or may not know, but I like waxing poetic. That's right, it is an interest of mine. It allows me to use wordplay to come up with things that I think are, well, that I think are more clever than they actually are, probably. But you know what, that's okay. Eventually, there'll be something and people will maybe blow a little bit of air out their nose in a very small laugh. That's what it's all about, you know? if I could say that somebody kind of laughed at one of the jokes that I made here, then that's good enough for me. You know? And if I can say that nobody even had the slightest laugh at anything that I've done here today, then you know what? That's good enough for me. Because it tells me something. It teaches me something, right? It teaches me something about, I don't know, self getting out there. Self getting out there. You ever heard of that term? Look it up. Go to the Googly right now. Self getting out there. Okay? You're gonna wanna know this term if you wanna be in the show. And if you wanna be in show business, you're gonna wanna know this term. Okay? Google it right now. Do the Googly. Self getting out there. Okay? I don't even know if that was a term anymore. But it's not about what the term is. It's about the applications of it, you know? For example, in this game, I'm applying my thick Illaoi tentacles to the entirety of the enemy team and their entire bodies. My tentacles in this game are so thick that I can just do as I wish with the enemy team, you know? Like, take a look back at what my team was doing, right? Examine the mini-map, and then think to yourself, how am I even in their base right now? Admittedly, I am dead, because I should not be in their base. Should probably have been bot lane. However, it's okay. It's alright. It's okay. Is that a song? Don't know. Don't care. Though I do care, because it would be interesting to know, you know? Which doesn't actually say anything. And if you know that reference, then oh boy, are you really doing the dirty on society as a whole? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I'm doing a thing here on Illaoi where I just play super aggressively because I'm really far ahead, and I know that if I just can get one big ult off, then we're just gonna flat out win the game. However, the enemy has been positioning quite well, you know? All 5 of them are like the points of a star around me, right? And that's causing the problem, because I'm not able to get any big ultimates off, if you know what I mean. Hey, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm getting at. You know what's going down. If you know what's going down. Or something. Don't really know. Don't really care. Do really care, though. Again, we're going over this a million times, a billion times, a trillion times, a quadrillion times, a quintillion times, a sextillion time, a septillion time, an octillion time, a non-tillion time, a non-tillion. Is that right? Non-tillion. It sounds so wrong, but it feels so right. These tentacle smashes are really getting me to feel some type of way. Which is fine, I guess. I mean, it's part of the world. What I'm doing here is bad. I need to wait for my team to be in mid lane, at the inhibitor. They're doing dragon. I should not be there. My mistake. I will do better next time, maybe, if I remember. And if not, then I will do better the next time. And if not, then the next time. And then maybe that's my final game of the day, so then I'll do better on the next day. Or 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 the next day. It's kind of all flowing together now into one word. And that word is or the next day. Maybe 2 words. Or the next day. What would that word mean? Or the next day. Or the next day. It sounds like Latin or something. Or the next day. I don't know. What even are words, huh? Like, let me ask you something. What even are words? Who even came up with them?